Eco Hair is an excellent example of an interesting story about the owner of the brand, Cliff, who strongly believed in his products and wanted to advise the world why Eco Hair products are where it's at the moment. He went to a lot of trouble to get the right products in from the States and to let the world know about this, but without a retail space, it was very difficult for him to break into the market. So he leased a magical space at Tacoma, which is in South Yarra, a very, very nice suburb here in Melbourne. And he engaged a designer before he met me where they just didn't get him. The brief wasn't delivered, the design was not right. He was very frustrated, time was running out, and we met purely by coincidence through a mutual friend. He asked me to take on the challenge. Of course, I accepted it. That's just part of my ethic. And we were able to realize that his passion was all about the product, but he had to get it out there, not only through a retail store. He wanted a hair salon in there, so he could actually cut people's hair and apply the product and educate them. Then, speaking of education, he wanted an educational facility for 150 students that could come in once a week and be trained. So it was a 4-in-1 in a very awkward space. So when I walked on site with Cliff, I looked at the space and then I got the floor plan and I put it down on paper and I got my pencil and I just drew a big S, just the letter S. Because Cliff was all about having his product being sexy and appealing and very, very soft and feminine, whereas the previous design was very rigid and square. So drawing that S gave birth to the beginning of this project. And he loved it. So that S also allowed us to move people around the space. So you had the academy over here, you had the hairdressing salon over there, you had the retail center over there, and the offices were over there. So this magical shape, curved and soft, solved all the problems in just one squiggle. And that was the beginning. We then engaged with him and we got into his psyche and his belief, because he was so passionate about it. We chose materials, colors, lights. We had LED changing light technology to soften the mood at night for school and to have cheese and greens and meet and greets nights. And then it was bright with the right color so you could see what he was coloring. Remember, when you color someone's hair, it has to be a specific type of light that shines on the person's hair so you can get the color right. There was a lot of challenges, but together with him, we managed not only to achieve his design goal, but he had to also open a specific time because he was paying rent and he really lost 3 months with the previous designer. Cut a long story short, when we finished this design, he was very proud of it. He entered it into a competition in Italy through an international magazine for the best hair salon in the world for that year, and not only did we get nominated, but we actually won the best salon of the year. So that was a great story to tell. It made him very happy and we were very, very proud.